Hello everybody, Dr. Darok here, and welcome back to Let's Play Tekkit Legends. Oh, these boots are weird. The flying thing. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we're here today. We're going to continue my exploration into the relaxing field of bee studies. And I've got a few pretty cool things that I want to do today that I hope is going to progress me along the path of successfully studying bees one way or another. And I've got some commendations to throw out. Namely, chief among them being Brian's mech. So, Brian, you've got a sign in my world now for your tips on the last video about what to do here. I've made an apiarist's chest as you what's the word I'm looking for? As you suggested. There we go. And that's not that difficult to make. In fact, I had all the materials. These can be any honeycombs and just a chest and glass. So got that done, and that can hold quite a lot of bees, as far as I've been led to believe. It seems like it holds quite a large number of bees, actually. 5 pages here, and almost all the ones that I have fit on the first page here, so that's good. That's always good. Anyways, what we're up to today, I've got a machine to make, new machine, an upgrade to show you, some various other things. It's going to be a fun time. So buckle your seatbelt and strap yourself in, because here we go. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do today is show you one of Brian's suggestions here, which is to replicate my dark matter pedestal and watch of flowing time from inside that I used for my EMC generation machine and use it outside on my bees. So if I come in here and I place a princess in the bee house here and let the breeding happen, you'll see that happens relatively slowly-ish, and then this bar is full and it will start going down slowly. Of course, it's not daytime. It's not daytime? Oh, it's not daytime. Well, let's rewind time just a little bit here. Actually, let's do the fast forwarding. There we go. Okay, so let's just wait for time to pass, which is happening rather quickly. This Watch of Flowing Time is actually a really very powerful artifact, although I wonder what the interaction would be like if you were on a server and multiple people had Watches of Flowing Time. How would it work? If everyone was on fast forward, would it go extremely fast or the same speed? If half the people were on fast forward and half the people were on reverse, what would take precedence? I don't know, and neither do you. Unless you do, in which case, let me know in the comments section down below what you think would happen. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Press the C button. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Instantly slain. Okay, so there should be enough light here momentarily. It is almost, let's power this down here, set it to fast forward again just until we get daytime. All right, good. We're all set. As you can see, I saw the particle effects over here, so we know that this is working, and you'll see that it does work rather slowly. It's actually very slow. Now, what could I do that would make it work 20 times faster? Well, the answer is simple. All I have to do is right-click on this pedestal here, and you'll see actually that it starts going quite rapidly, much faster than it would otherwise, because the Watch of Flowing Time gives 20 extra ticks for every game tick that blocks around the Watch of Flowing Time would usually have. It gives them 20 extra ticks. So we've got lots of ticks for this to work, and you'll see that it works quite rapidly. So, with that out of the way, the next thing that I'm going to want is, let's see here, let's open up a crafting grid. I'm going to take a sturdy casing and 2 glass here, And then we're going to take these copper ingots like this, and I'm going to make a centrifuge. And the centrifuge is very useful. And in fact, I think I was going to power it with Stirling engine here and Aeternalis fuel, but I think I'm actually going to go with the, let's see here, power teleport pipe and kinesis. There we go, diamond kinesis pipe, just like this other machine is powered. So we're going to place this guy right here, and that, and this. And what's the code? Oh, frequency 7. I just lost the game. Frequency 7, receive only. And you'll see that our centrifuge is acquiring redstone flux. So that's wonderful. And in the meantime, you'll see that this has finished its process. It's given me a honeycomb, another Meadows princess, and some Meadows drones. So that's not bad at all. I'm wondering what else I can do with these drones. I know that I know you can like crossbreed the bees. I'm not sure how that works really, but I could try it. Let's try it. Let's take a Meadows princess with wintry drones. That's a Meadows queen, so that didn't seem to be any different actually. But we'll let it run and see how it works. In the meantime, I'm going to actually, what I'm doing over here is attempting to make it so that I can use the beealizer. So using the centrifuge, I can actually extract these honey drops from honeycombs. Now, there's a lot of different honeycombs, and they drop a lot of different things. But right now, the main one is what we have, which is the regular honeycomb. We have the most of that. That'll give me beeswax and honey drops. And the honey drops are used in the beealizer. Now, the beeswax has other uses as well. It can be used for torches. These wax capsules, I don't know what seal upgrades are, but oh well. This wax cast, which I don't really know what that does. They can be turned into pipe sealant to make waterproof pipes. Not that I'll need too much of that. And it can also be used in some of these... What is an unlit candle? Some of these carpenter recipes. In fact, this is a pretty important one right here, the scented paneling. That requires liquid honey. I'm not sure how to get liquid honey, honestly. Some of that is unknown to me. So, use the squeezer on a honey capsule. That doesn't seem... use the squeezer on honey drops. And it can occasionally also produce propolis. Which... does that have any uses? Bituminous peat. Apiarist's pipe. Now, see, what does the apiarist's pipe do? Brian, I'm calling for you. I need to know what the apiarist's pipe does and how I can best implement it into my future operations here. Anyways... I'm going to take some of these honeycombs and put them in the centrifuge here, and quite quickly you will see that I start getting honey drops and beeswax, which is exactly the outcome that I was going for. So, let's check in here and see. We got 2 Meadows drones and a Meadows princess, although these are different Meadows drones. They must have a slightly different genome because they're not stacking. They must be different from each other, which is interesting, because that says to me that there was indeed something that happened as a result of my crossbreeding here. So I'm thinking that, no, you're not to rain. I demand thee cease raining. Thank you. All right. So, the next thing I want to do... Now, I guess, you know what? Now I've got honey drops, I can use my beealizer. So why don't I take some of these honey drops, try and use this beealizer. I don't know how it works, really, but I'm thinking I can figure it out. So, can I put multiple bees in here at once? Analytics available. General environment, produce, evolution. Okay, I don't really know what any of that means, but let's just put a honey drop in here and make this work. How does that work? Oh, Okay. Neat. Ah, there we go. Short life, slowest worker, T normal up 1, H normal both 1. I don't know what that means. Flowers. Okay. So active, inactive. Aha. So it's got some of the traits from the wintry bees as well. Like flower type? No. How does this work? I don't actually know what this works. How this works. Short life, slowest worker. Short life, slowest. What is the red and what's the difference between red and blue here mean? I'm not sure. But I think I can figure that out. Now let's try one more. Let's put this other Meadows drone in there, see what it has. Because it's got shorter life and slower worker as opposed to short life and slowest worker. So they are definitely different. Oh, and this one is in snow. Hang on. Can I put this back in there? Yes. Okay, so this one lives in snow, or the flower type is snow. Oh, that's weird. But it still is T normal, H normal. Okay. Pretty interesting stuff. I'm not sure yet how to like what to think of that, but I guess I'll figure all that out. Hey, look, I actually produced a wintry princess as opposed to the Meadows princess. That is very interesting. And let's see here. I wonder what else I can do that's interesting. I think the Meadows Princess is probably the best one to use here because it... let's try forest. Am I in what kind of biome am I in? Hang on, let's see here. That is forest. Okay, so I am in a forest biome here. So I should be able to breed this forest princess as well. So let's go ahead and do that. And now I'm all out of drones. So maybe I should do some of these drones here. Oh, hey, I didn't need more beeswax. Honey. Okay. So that's interesting. This one... Oh, wait, I already used that one. I want this. There. Perfect. And that one is wintry crossed with wintry, it looks like. Short life, slower worker, icy up 1, normal both 1. I don't know what that means. I'm not really sure how to understand that. Whereas this one is icy up 1 and normal both 1 also. Short life, slower worker. This one is short life, slower worker. What's the difference? Oh, this one does flowers, this one does snow. So I guess this wintry drone will work, right? It'll work in this region, won't it? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm very confused about how this works. Also, I'm hoping to get some mutations from my trees here. I'm not really sure how that works, but I think that basically the bees are going to deposit some pollen or something in the bee house whenever they're consumed or whatever. And then that'll do the thing. I don't know. I'm so confused about this bee thing still. And I thought that this was going to be relaxing, just hanging out, being a bee farmer, wearing my bee costume. This isn't my bee costume. This is my A costume. For A for awesome. Yeah, boom, baby. But what? Anyway, oh look, there's forest drones and a forest princess. Okay, that's interesting. All those forest drones have different attributes, which is interesting. I wonder what I could do with that. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put this other wintry drone in there. I don't know what I'm trying. I don't actually know what I'm trying to accomplish with the bees at the moment. That's my problem. I literally don't know what I'm actually trying to accomplish. So if anyone out there could tell me what I should be accomplishing with my bees and how to do it, please tell me. Because so far, all I've managed to do is make a couple bees, which they would have done on their own. I mean, that's called nature, everybody. Animals reproduce. It is probably the main goal of life. So whether I was there or not, those animals were going to reproduce. At least if we're talking in the sense of what would happen in the real world. So far, I feel like I've accomplished nothing that Mother Nature herself can't do. I'd like to change that, because I want to do things that Mother Nature could never accomplish. Bum, bum, bum. What? Hey, look, frozen combs. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually quite interesting. I haven't analyzed any of these princesses or queens or anything, actually, have I? Why don't I open up my Beealyzer right now and fix that by checking this wintry princess here. So that looks like it's all winter stuff. Snow, short life, slower worker, icy, up one, normal, both one. 5 generations in captivity. What does that mean? Ignoble stock, 5 generations in captivity. Does that mean that they'll eventually stop producing princesses, perhaps? I think I sort of read something to that effect while I was reading through the comments that you guys so kindly left to assist me with getting better at this stuff. But I don't really know. So, here's a question. Uses for Wintry Drone. So, Wintry Drone and Forest Princess can make Common Queen, right? Now, does this happen only in the Mutatron here? The Mutatron? Or does it also happen randomly? Bee breeding, wintry plus modest equals common. Oh, neat. Okay, so I want to try and breed a different type of bee breeding. How can I... Recipes. There we go. Derpius? Marshy plus cultivated. How do I get cultivated? That's a good question. Let's see here. Agrarian. Farmerly industrious agrarian. Oh, neat. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what any of those are or how to obtain them, but it's pretty cool. Oh my. Okay, well, I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to set some goals on what kinds of bees I want to acquire. We're going to attempt to make that happen together, you and I. So, in between episodes here, I'm going to look through this bee breeding checklist, or recipe list, I suppose. I'm going to try and find out what it is. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. I made a wintry princess this time out of the forest princess. That's kind of neat. Okay. But that's it for today, guys. I would like to thank you so much for watching today's episode of Let's Play Tekkit Legends. I should be back. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see if this is going to be Wednesday's video. I think I'll be back on Friday with another episode of Tekkit Legends. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I'm about to go, do a little bit of research and then record another one. But I think I should be back on Friday with another one. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. That's it for today. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.